Well, hello there. Happy Saturday. I believe you're gonna have to make me add yet another word to my hello bot. Thank you for that, Konnichiwa, Jerry. I hope you're doing okay. Hope your day playing today went well. Minecraft, like I told you, and I also watched my friend play Space Station 13. It was interesting. A little too much going on for me, but it was definitely fun to watch. So it was certainly an experience. And I don't know if you can terribly tell too well, but I switched over from Twitch Studios finally. So thanks to the help of and Salor, I am on OBS now, and hopefully we won't have as many technical issues as we've had in the past. And he was kind enough to, I know, right? It's like, how long have I been doing this in September? And I finally decided to switch over. I'm still learning. But my favorite part right now is the filter on the camera. I have the cute little heart filter and I'm just in love with it. So that's a good note to start streaming today with this. So thank you for coming by, being the first one to look at my new layout and stuff. Before I start our duo, let's start our stream raiders so I don't forget to do it this time. Look at that, transition so quickly. Helicopter Jerry, thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. This time I can actually do things and take a look at my quest and have things show up on screen properly. Alright, we need to kill 4 Cyberdoll snipers. We shall see if that happens. Oh yeah, I still need to place Templar, so I will do that. And then probably after that we'll do melee units. And I need to see which one kills the sniper, so I don't quite remember which unit will help. But let's get the battle started. I started running these last night just to see, because we have a new campaign, the Pixel Shogunate, and if you check in every day you get free daily onigiri, which I absolutely love. They're very yummy. And claim mine for the day, and then I have enough, 142, to get one from each of the 5 chests. So I put our community in the world theater. Depends on what your personality is. Yeah, onigiri collection, I'll show you in a second. So if you're part of the Team World Theater, you are in the clan of geniuses with IQ over 180. So hopefully everybody that's on here will appreciate that we're on the nerd team, because nerds rule. Alright, let me get to the onigiris. So every team of the 5 teams has an onigiri box, so they can redeem things from here. So it's just scrolls and monies and campaign tokens to advance. I wait until I have at least 125 so I can do it all at once. Ooh, more vampire scrolls. I need to level up my vampires. And last one. Okay, need saints. See, now I'm down to 17. So I can't nom on these for a bit until I get another 125. So let's start our campaign. Ooh, I got a new skin. I'll get that in a second. Where am I? Oh, so I can pick either super freaking hard 4 or over here with 1. And since this has been kind of tough to do, I am going to go the hopefully we'll get people. So I'm gonna go to the gold chest just so that there's good rewards if we win. And we can always try. I got 2 retry tokens at least. Alright, very horde. And I needed to put my Templar down. I believe I mentioned. Yes, very hard. We like them very hard. Thank you for that, Jerry. Okay. So we just have the 1 armored sellsword over here. Hope that we can take him out quickly. There we go. Here's hoping we get help from the people's. Oh, and now I can put cute little messages. So I'm just gonna say thanks for helping out if you show up. I have no giveaways. Sorry. Might have some giveaways for my birthday stream. Alright, let's see what I got. Got some monies. Get more onigiri. I like the onigiri. I just want rice. Tank scrolls. And I got a barbarian. Delinquent barbarian. Shame that barbarian. Right, let's level up our peoples. Level up my Skeletor bomber. And our tank. Have a good barbarian skin. We need to change it. Yes, you're a delinquent barbarian. I kind of like this dude. I don't want to change his skin. Yeah. He looks like a little cave dude. I think of all the 3, sorry to the delinquent barbarian, but I think the little cave dude, a little, I don't know, looks a little more intimidating. So we'll leave him there. Battle there. We'll have some friends join us today. Now we can start our DuoLingos, which I haven't done in a while. So I haven't streamed, sorry. I haven't been around in a few weeks. Had some issues with work. Oh shoot, I gotta change the window. So that took some time out of schedule. And let's see if that maximized now. Yes, there we go. And then last weekend, I actually flew to New Orleans to meet a friend from another Twitch community, and we went to an EDM festival called Buku. And I'm actually wearing one of the shirts. I don't know if you can see it. One second. Probably can't see much because the heart kind of, it's got a cute little New Orleans fleur-de-lis, and got NOLA. And then the whole back, it's probably on the back, it just says Buku. So we saw some pretty cool bands. Taking Back Sunday, it was the one I knew. We also saw, what do you call it? Tame Impala was there, which I didn't get to see, unfortunately, but because I'm an old lady and I was tuckered out, so I missed them on the Saturday night. But the following night, it was Glass Animals from Australia, and I absolutely adore them. So that was a good experience. Also, Vince Staples was there, and I think Tyler, the creator, closed out on Saturday night, which was pretty good stuff. So it was definitely very enjoyable. And I am definitely gonna keep up with the EDM playlist that they put out on Spotify to try and get familiar with the rest of the bands and check them out. Okay, let's go to our duel. So I'm still in the Diamond League because I've been working hard. Keep it up. Haha, keep it up. I'm gonna do a different strategy. I'm gonna just go in order the stuff that shows up, and that way I won't have to change the screen back and forth too much. What's that cute little moat? Oh, oh, Tipsy has a DJ Spraying moat. That's kind of cute. I love it. It's very cute. All right, let's do some quick brush ups on this. Oh, Heatley. You know, Heatley, I realized Heatley is also doing stream rares, so I favored Heatley so I get on his campaigns too. Heatley's pretty cool. If I minimize this now, see if it'll shrink everything. Hopefully not too much. Nah, right. I keep it maximized. I won't be able to see chat on OBS, but I'll look at it on the other screen. All right, let's do a brush up with an easy one. She know how to say it? Does, but she can't see the keys. Bear is beautiful. The bear is schön. Not show. See how the audio is on that one because I haven't fixed this window audio yet. So let me know if it like pops too loud and I need to bring it down. Maybe. Put it down at 50.
Die Frau ist sehr groß.
Woman is very beautiful. Frau ist sehr groß. Apparently this is a really freaking gorgeous bear. Oh, the bear is beautiful. Oh, der Bär ist schön. Masculine article. The elephant, der Elefant. And not only is the woman beautiful, she is also very tall. Die Frau ist sehr groß. Oh, this is a new animation. Oh, wow, didn't know she was a secret agent in the 80s. That's a different storyline. Didn't know Duo was going that way.
All right, let's bring that beat back.
This sounds like the setup to a joke. A cat and a bear walk into a bar. Eine Katze, ein Bär. Oh, whoa. There is the dog. Wo ist der Hund? Where is the owl? Wo ist die Eule? No, this one sounds like the setup to a bar joke. Hey Baron, how are you doing? Long time no see. Drawing. You're up late, sir. It's 2 o'clock almost for you. Just come home from partying on a Saturday night. I know you were up late yesterday after your stream, and then you're in Discord living it up. Maybe. Alright. Shoot. Tell me. Oh, the bear is not happy with the Eule on his popped forehead. He's just like, okay. Owl the bear. The Eule the bear. Oh, it's funny because that was just the animation before. You are a mouse. Du bist eine Maus. You bist Mickey Mouse. Okay, go ahead and DM it. I was gonna ask, I'm like, is it public or private? Alright, I'll check it out when I'm done streaming. Unless you want me to read it now and see my reaction. Make this a reaction stream. I am a bear. Ich bin ein Bär. Bless you. Oh my god. You're not the only one. Actually, on my very first stream, someone was sending me Snapchats to try and derail me. But I had my phone on what do you call it? On Do Not Disturb, so I think I may have seen the beeps on it, but I didn't notice it. All right. Okay, fair enough. You know, safety first. Hey, that's honesty for you. There you go. I've felt that way at some point, so I don't blame her. I'm not gonna say what, but I was actually driving from Thank you for those bits. I appreciate them. Unfathomable girth. Oh wow. Wow. So I did a drive. I did a solo drive from San Francisco all the way down to Los Angeles on the spur of the moment, and I didn't stay for very long. It was a long weekend, so I drove back myself. I'd only done that drive once before with my girlfriend, and she didn't know how to drive a stick, so I ended up just having to drive the whole ride myself. So this time it was the same, and we stayed even less time. So on the drive back, I think I hit the halfway point between San Francisco and LA, which is like Kettleman or something. and sun was on my left side, and I was just sunburnt from just having had it in my face all afternoon. And no joke, the first time I ever experienced this, I burned my ears, because you never think about when you put sunblock on your face, you never think that your ears, very sensitive skin. You also had to put sunblock on them. I finally hit the point where references of the Bay Area were coming up on the freeway signs. But I was so tired by the time I hit the halfway point that when I finally started seeing, like, oh no, it's only like an hour or two before I get home, I was so dead by such a short trip and driving by myself that I literally just pulled into a ditch and just died for like an hour to decompress and try and sleep and rest in the back seat because I couldn't drive anymore. So I have had that feeling. I have done something about that feeling of just not being able to even make it all the way home or all the way where you need it to be. So I feel ya. I wasn't drunk because I was driving up the 5. You'd like me to say that. Although on the 5, apparently you can hit 90 and still be going under the speed limit, which is insane because people will pass you. I didn't know that my tiny little truck would make it that far, but it did. And it's also scary with the big, huge trucks doing 90 plus on that freeway. Where is the mouse? What is the mouse? Mouse is freaking me out because I don't know where it is. Elephant is very beautiful. Elephant ist sehr schön. Now, I did not go out on a Saturday night. It was family movie night. I did go out this morning to go paddling on the bay, which I haven't done in a few weeks because the last time I was going to go before my trip last weekend. It was like very heavy rain forecast, so they canceled practice. But today we were able to go out and paddle, and we did some race pieces. So I'm a little sore, thankfully not as much as I thought I was going to be. But I'm feeling kind of buff of having been able to get through 2 hours of race practice. So that's as much fun as I have on a Saturday. Yes, the owl is smart and nice. Ja, die Eule ist klug und nett. I will not say this, but I am a mouse. Ich bin ein Maus. But I do not put on mouse ears. No Mickey Mouse ears for me. Nein, danke. Alright, let's do practice level 2.
Sprichst du gut Schwedisch?
I'm I'm writing in German when I should be writing in English. Oh. Sprichst du gut Swedish? Do you speak Swedish well? I don't, but I have a Finnish friend who also speaks Swedish. And I have an Australian friend who also speaks Swedish. At least well enough to sing in Swedish on Smule, which I consider a feat.
Du sprichst Deutsch und du lernst Polnisch.
You speak German and you are studying Polish. Du sprichst Deutsch und du lernst Polnisch.
Ich spreche gut Schwedisch.
Don't we think highly of ourselves? I speak Swedish well. Ich spreche gut Swedish.
Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch und Spanisch.
I can't remember this one. This is me. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch und Spanish. I speak a little bit of German and Spanish. Oh, a little bit more Spanish. Ooh, I got the spelling right. I can't remember how to spell this one. Darn it. I'm gonna take a stab that that's the spelling, but it's probably right. Is French easy? Ist Französisch einfach? Ah, there was a Z. Darn you, Z, and an umlaut. I spelled it the easiest way I could think. And an extra CH. I should know this. SCH.
Meine Mutter spricht Türkisch und sie lernt Englisch.
Are you not a fan of Turkish? My mother speaks Turkish and she studies or is studying English. Meine Mutter spricht Türkisch und sie lernt English. I don't speak it, but I'm sort of learning it because I'm watching a Turkish soap opera. Kind of hooked on them. They put a lot of political things on here. Like, you know, the in-between tips. I think for like Swedish, it's like the #1 language being learned in Sweden is Swedish by immigrants. They talk about the doner kebab, with its Turkish origins and what is it, like German spices to it? Yeah. Döner, yeah. Do you study English, Nina? Lernst du English? Doner. What is it with you against Canada? You're like, okay, the Turkish thing and the Canadian thing.
Ja, ich spreche gut Schwedisch.
Yes, I speak Swedish well. Ja, ich spreche gut Schwedisch. Really? Because if it wasn't down enough, I have to spell it twice. French is very good. Meine Französisch ist sehr gut. I'm not gonna say it's sehr good. I'm gonna say it's eh. I haven't spoken it in a while. Freaking A. It's masculine. You're like waiting for me to do that. Okay. Yes, streamer fail. Yes, I have to remember to switch to Spanish when I'm doubtful of
Unsere
articles.
Katze hat nur ein Auge und sie ist süß.
Didn't hear that one. I know what the sentence is, I just couldn't remember it.
Unsere Katze hat nur ein Auge und sie ist süß.
Hmm. Our cat only has one eye and she is cute. Alright, yeah, sure. A one-eyed pirate cat is adorable. Unsere Katze hat nur ein Auge und sie ist. BRBs. Okay. No. French is not difficult. Unless you don't know what the gender is. French is not difficult. Französisch ist nicht einfach. Frickin' A! It was the other one. It's not easy. It's not difficult. Ugh, I'm on autopilot mode. I'm taking too many shortcuts and not paying attention.
Mein Hund ist arbeitslos und hat nur ein Auge.
What is it with one-eyed pets right now?
Mein Hund ist arbeitslos und hat nur ein Auge.
My dog is unemployed, and only has one eye. Mein Hund ist arbeitslos und hat nur ein Auge. Auge. Oh no, the controversial question. Don't answer that, Baron. Do you study Turkish, Max? Lernst du Türkisch, Max?
Ist Ihr Französisch gut?
Apparently the only word I'm qualified to type right now. Is your French gut? Ist Ihr Französisch gut? Oh, sorry. Is her French good? At least I got the pronoun right, even if not correct. Seriously, did everybody like play with a Red Ryder BB gun and shoot their eyes out? My uncle has one eye. Oh. There's no only on there. Mein Onkel hat ein Auge. No. Alright, and it's battle times, people. Let's see how we did. Although I don't think we have anybody on there, so it's probably just gonna be a battle of this gal over here. Oh, wait, no. We have someone, thank you, yes. Fibroid Key 794, thank you for partaking. Thank you for being my wingman in this super horde battle. Oh, that's funny. It's called the Grave of the Blobbers, but there is no blobber in sight, just a ghostly sellsword. Okay. I am just going to use our stronghold, and hopefully that should be enough first for a boon, so to speak, to keep us going. And if we win, and if you've been watching, make sure you redeem for a chest of your choice if more than one person plays, but it'll just be you, so you probably won't need to redeem. All right, let's get this going. I think our 30-minute stronghold is gonna run out. Oh, but I don't think the sellsword could shoot us. So 2-on-1, I think, are good odds. I might just prevail. Yes, we won. Yay us. Finally winning battles. Woohoo. As if I need to pick. Come on, Fibroid Key. You get some minis. Alright. Ooh. Mystery battle. Hopefully it'll be a good chest. Crossing my fingers for you. Okay. Pyromaniac. Big come on. So it's a ranged unit. My musketeer kills ranged units. So I am going to play this dude out. Yeah. Hopefully that'll be the only. Really, Mr. Kidney? Okay, fine. Just because you put it there. Block the other ones so we don't have to split our forces. So we can actually flank them if you're over here and I'm over here. And I can do something. So we shall see if this bifurcated tactic. Thanks for helping. And this is the point, well, I can wait in 30 minutes once the battle is ready to actually check out what the best first would be. And I think it's honestly, to remember, I can't. Either high ground or killing fields, where it increases since I have the musketeer. No, that's for melee units. Okay, so yes, so I'll put the high ground. It boosts the fire rate of nearby range units. Mine. So we'll use that one when we come back to this.
Die Hexe, Nina, hat ein Auge und ist freundlich.
Oh shoot, I'm typing it in English. See, I'm not paying attention. But that's what it's gonna say. But it says, die Witch Nina has one eye and is friendly. Die Hexe Nina hat ein Auge und ist freundlich. Secret Agent Duo. We just had this one. I better get the pronoun right. Is her French gut? Is her Französisch gut?
Du sprichst gut Schwedisch.
I think that's how I spelled it. I've been looking at it, but not looking at it. You speak Swedish well. Du sprichst gut Swedish. Nein! A bit more complicated than that. What is the matter with you tonight? Out of practice. I'm choking. Do you speak Spanish, Max? Sprichst du Spanish, Baron? Ah, shoot. See, I'm not paying attention. Do you study? Not do you speak? Now I'm gonna get the condescending, you can do it. I believe in you from Duo. I speak a little Spanish. Ich spreche ein bisschen Spanish. Spanish. Yeah, that one I got right. It doesn't change much except for the CH. Alright, time to redeem myself for my mistakes. Is French easy? Ist Französisch einfach? And know that French is masculine, thank you. Mein Französisch ist sehr gut. And it's not, French is not easy, French is not difficult. Französisch ist nicht schwer.
Du sprichst gut Schwedisch.
I think I confuse that word with heavy. instead of difficult. Which is similar, because schwer is difficult. I think, isn't it schwerig is heavy? I don't know. Do you speak Spanish? No, see, I almost did it again. Do you study Spanish? Do you? Huh? Do you? Lernst du Spanish, Max? Thankfully, this was not a lesson and just a practice, or I've been deducted so many points. Alright, now we can get to the actual lesson of the day. So I finished groceries last night, and since a certain streamer's birthday that's coming up at the end of the month, it's a good time to practice the birthday category. Let's do the tips, because we haven't done tips on this one because it's new. Okay, Reinfeiern. There's a special word in German for starting a party the day before the actual event. Reinfeiern. This is like pre-gaming. But remember, it's bad luck to wish someone happy birthday early. Yikes. So even if you start partying early, you won't hear Alles Gute zum Geburtstag. So I believe it's like, I mean, happy birthday, obviously, but literally it's like all good for birthday. So wishing you good things on your birthday.
Alles Gute zum Geburtstag.
Stop in the name of new verbs. In English, some verbs like pick up or bring along consist of two parts. German has these verbs too. Ich hole meine Mutter ab. I am
Wer
picking,
bringt den Kuchen mit?
I am picking my mom up. Although I think phrasing wise, we would still say I am picking up my mom and not split the... Is it? No, it's not splitting the infinitive, but the equivalent of that.
Ich hole meine Mutter ab.
Wer bringt den Kuchen mit? Who is bringing the cake along? Who brings... Yeah, literally.
Wer bringt den Kuchen mit?
However, when these verbs are in the infinitive, the two parts stay together as one word. And we haven't had to split these very often because usually they're introduced in the infinitive. Mein Bruder will Luftballons mitbringen. My brother wants to bring along balloons. And now I know that the song by Nina, 99 Red Balloons, 99 Luftballons, like I finally have this this word officially introduced. And in a previous lesson, we learned how to say 99, and they actually did the 99 balloons. And I was just, you know, dying like a nerd to myself saying 99 balloons, not red balloons. I think that would have been 99 Rot Luftballons, but I don't know if that phrasing works with the lyrics. But you'd get it. If you know the song, you'd get it. If you're from the 80s and you've heard it, you'll get it.
Mein Bruder will Luftballons mitbringen.
Say please, please. Say bitte, bitte. You have seen bitte at the end of sentences. Well, it's time to change things up. When you ask someone a question, you can say bitte after du, just like in English. Kannst du bitte deine Schwester abholen? Can you please pick up your sister? Or can you please your sister pick up?
Kannst du bitte deine Schwester abholen?
Depends on if she owes me a favor.
»45 Luftballons sind nicht genug.«
I was really waiting for 99, but not so lucky. $45, 5, and 40 balloons are not enough. 45 Luftballons sind nicht genug. And also, thank you to the nanny, because a lot of the Yiddish I've learned throughout the years is German, so I knew the word genug from Yiddish and watching the nanny repeatedly.
Das Badezimmer ist schmutzig, kannst du es putzen?
The bathroom is dirty. Can you clean it? Das Badezimmer ist schmutzig. Kannst du es putzen? And again, schmutzig, another perfect word from Yiddish. Schmutz, we use it in English. 45, 45.
45.
Ich muss meine Freunde vom Bahnhof abholen.
I have to pick up my friends from the train station. Ich muss meine Freunde von Bahnhof abholen. I wonder if that should be fun with an M and not fun with an M.
Wir müssen zuerst die Wohnung putzen.
We have to clean the apartment first. Wir müssen zuerst die Wohnung putzen.
Bringst du euren Freund zur Party mit?
This is one of those weird splits that we have to do. Are you bringing your friend along to the party? Bringst du euren Freund zur Party mit?
Ja, eure Schwester kommt zur Party, Julia und Peter.
Yes, your sister is coming to the party, Julia and Peter. Ja, eure Schwester kommt zur Party. Ja, und Peter. So eure is the your for multiple use. Plural your.
Meine Mutter holt 8 Flaschen Wein ab.
My mother is picking up 8 bottles of wine. Meine Mutter holt 8 Flaschen Wein ab. Yeah, see, I do this weird picking 8 bottles of wine up. Can't split it, it doesn't feel natural.
Holt sie das Pferd vom Bahnhof ab? Holt sie das Pferd vom Bahnhof ab?
Picking up the horse from the train station. Okay. Holt sie das Pferd vom Bahnhof ab? Or is she picking up the horse from the train station? Holt sie das Pferd von Bahnhof ab? Okay, so it is not the from, B-O-N, as in Nancy. But it may be that because we're using the abholen verb, it changes the from to an actual M as in mother.
Kannst du mich in 45 Minuten abholen?
No, I just can't take. Yeah, it makes more sense. Can you pick me up in 45 minutes? Kannst du mich in 45 Minuten abholen?
Das Haus ist schmutzig. Wir müssen es putzen.
The house is dirty. We have to clean it. Das Haus ist schmutzig. Wir müssen es putzen.
Ihr müsst euren Hund zuerst abholen.
So, 2 perfect examples of the you, plural, over here that we can use. You have to pick up your dog. Ihr müsst euren Hund zuerst abholen. Oops, I forgot that one. You must pick up your dog first. So the ihr is the y'all, and then the euren is the y'all's dog.
Max und Moritz, eure Oma backt den Kuchen, richtig?
Oh my goodness, so many epic units on the battle. Thank you for that. Max and Moritz, your grandma is baking the cake, correct? Max und Moritz, eure Oma backt den Kuchen, richtig? Hopefully it's an Apfelkuchen, which I like.
Ich muss zuerst 2 Flaschen Wein abholen.
I have to pick up 2 bottles of wine first. Ich muss zuerst 2 Flaschen Wein abholen.
Wer holt euren Bruder ab?
Who is picking up y'all's brother? Wer holt euren Bruder ab? And because this is the nominative who, it's wer, but there is a for whom, them, I believe, that has come up. So I'm happy to see the who and whom debate is also alive in learning German. Yes, let's make it harder because it's not hard enough, right, Duo? Thanks. See if I can write this in the proper order.
Kannst du Ed vom Bahnhof abholen?
I'm not going to guarantee that this is going to be proper, but this is what makes sense. Can you pick up Ed from the train station? That was right. Kannst du Ed vom Bahnhof abholen?
Nina und mir. Kommt eure Mitbewohnerin zur Party?
This might need to get switched, but Nina und Max, kommt eure Mitbewohnerin zur Party? Nope, that was it. So this is the singular y'all's female roommate, eure Mitbewohnerin. Oh, not bad. Okay. That was more difficult. Well, it was still difficult, but I was able to get through it, thankfully. Oh, look, we have 4 new stories. But there's 4 that we haven't gone through. So I will post those first before we go to the new ones.
Meine Eltern besuchen mich, ich muss die Küche putzen. Meine Eltern besuchen mich, ich muss die Küche putzen.
Yeah, your favorite word right now, isn't it? My parents are visiting me. I have to clean the kitchen. Yeah. Meine Eltern besuchen mich. Ich muss die Küche putzen. Küche. You are naughty, sir. Just naughty.
Sandra ist Amerikanerin und sie spricht Türkisch.
See, you come back and the I was gonna say I didn't have any Turkish when you were gone, but you came back and you know it came back. Really? Are you actually leaving because of that?
Putzt das Badezimmer nur einmal pro Jahr. Er putzt das Badezimmer. Nur einmal pro Jahr.
Are you kidding me? Is this really the thing, that this is the actual sentence that you would give me? I mean, I believe it, but it's a bit stereotypical. He cleans the bathroom only one time or only once per year. Like, you gotta clean the bathroom a little bit more than that, dude. Putzt das Badezimmer nur einmal pro Jahr. Shameful.
Ist dein Sohn 18 oder 19 Jahre alt?
Is your son 18 or 19 years old? Ist dein Sohn 18 oder 19 Jahre alt? Oh my goodness, Surfy! Hello, my dear. I was gonna raid you, but I wasn't sure if you were gonna be here still. You beat me. You beat me, girl. And you were, oh yeah, that's right. You were doing words on stream. Girl, hello. Thank you for coming. And hello, enlightened? And it's Budlit. Hello, welcome. Willkommen to my German stream. If you want to learn some Deutsch, this is the place to do it. I had the market cornered, apparently, on German Duolingo. Enlightened. Okay. Ein bisschen Deutsch, gut. Yes, guten Tag. It is almost midnight, still evening, but it will be daytime, I guess, in 12 minutes over here in San Francisco. Yeah, gute Nacht for now. How's it going, Miss Syrupy? I miss you, girl. I miss watching your art streams. Oh, perfect timing. I can take a break from the German and run my battle. If you guys want to watch some really super exciting stream raiders, have I got the battle for you. Okay, let's go to it. Oh look, I actually have people on here. I had one person thankfully join me, so it wasn't a battle of one, although that's usually what it ends up being. Yes, the fibroid key is dedicated, so I'm glad to see him still there. Cuphead. Oh my gosh, you masochist playing Cuphead. I'm doing okay. I was gone a few weeks, hadn't streamed because I was at an EDM festival last week in New Orleans, and that was a lot of fun. But it was a lot of walking and standing, and it was hot and smoky. But besides that, it was fun. All right, so before battle started, I said I was going to use the high ground boon because I have musketeer and we have some ranged units. So I want to make sure my people over here get extra range power. Slowly become angry. I'm trying. Gotta learn how to use these boons and curses. All right, let's go and see if we beat our 3 foes, because we're 19-3. You know, those are staggering odds, but we'll see. Thanks for that follow. It's Budlit. Gosh, that was tough. I mean, I think I kind of broke a sweat. All right, if you're in chat and you want a choice of any of the chests, let me know. And if you want to do the redeem, just need to click the redeem. Slow to getting yourself angry. Well, you know, but it's there for a reason if you want to challenge yourself, Serpy. All right, let's do the random rewards. And Simply Sika and Fibroid get the Buster and Archers. Good job, guys. Ooh, I can upgrade my Warpies. Good. And I get more Onigiri because I love this. Where's Jerry? He loves the Onigiri too. All right. Let's see what our next battle. It's another surprise battle. Unknown risk, unknown rewards. Oh, we get two cell swords again. They're armored units. So I will put my very intimidating warrior down. Look at him. He's so intimidating. Oh, yikes. There's more people over here. Hold on. I want to kill these people first. Assassins. I'm gonna let the rest of the people kill the assassins. Yeah, let's go over here. Let's go over here. Target these dudes. And here, if you guys want to target these people. Aye! Alyssa, wrong click. There we go. All right. And we shall see what the curse will be for next time. I'm not too sure, but depending on how many people join us, I'll decide what curse. Or boon. Probably the high ground one, because that one tends to work. But I was happy to see that you're doing that you're doing Cuphead, because I think the game of choice at the moment is Elden Ring. There's so many people playing it right now. Ah, where's my duo? There you go. It's a nice breath of fresh air to have a break from watching Elden Ring, although it's still fun to watch. Alright, let's see if I got this one right. Is your son 18 or 19 years old? But it's the same thing that happened, you know, when Cyberpunk came out, and was it the Diablo 2 recently? Something always has to be a thing. I think when I started on Twitch, Fall Guys was the thing.
Meine Oma hofft, ihre Schwester kommt zur Party. Meine Oma hofft, ihre Schwester kommt zur Party.
Baron, your favorite word. My grandma hopes her sister comes to the party. Meine Oma hofft, ihre Schwester kommt zur Party. I absolutely cannot say to the party in German without feeling like Right Said Fred in the I'm Too Sexy song. I'm too sexy for your party. And without fail, every time I say to the party in German, zur Party, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I think I'm sounding like. I can't escape it.
Meine Mitbewohnerin ist 19 Jahre alt.
My female roommate is 19 years old. Meine Mitbewohnerin ist 19 Jahre alt.
Nina ist aufgeregt, ihre Partnerin hat bald Geburtstag. Nina ist aufgeregt. Ihre Partnerin hat bald Geburtstag.
That was it.
Nina ist aufgeregt, ihre Partnerin hat bald Geburtstag.
Okay. Nina is excited. Her partner, female partner, has a birthday soon, or is soon having a birthday. Nina ist aufgeregt, ihre Partnerin hat bald Geburtstag. Thanks for that, Lurk, Mr. P. For the other phrasing, I think I'm too literal when I translate. Yes, go sleepy, Bias. I know. You're up late, miss. I still got a couple hours in me, I think. So have a good night, good sleeps. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, so the literal translation is her partner has soon a birthday, but it's her partner's birthday is soon. Or as you can see from my camera, now I can just outline the heart on my camera filter instead of just doing the hands.
Wir können die Wohnung zusammen putzen. Wir können die Wohnung zusammen putzen.
Okay. We can clean the apartment together. I'll see if I spelled things right. Yes, I did. Wir können die Wohnung zusammen putzen.
Das ist süß, ihre Freundin backt einen Kuchen für mich. Das ist süß. Ihre Freundin backt einen Kuchen für mich.
That is sweet. Her girlfriend baked a cake for me.
Das ist süß, ihre Freundin backt einen Kuchen für mich.
Das ist süß, ihre Freundin backt einen Kuchen für mich.
Meine Tochter ist 19 Jahre alt.
My daughter is 19 years old. Meine Tochter ist 19 Jahre alt.
Heute ist ein wichtiger Tag, ich kann endlich schlafen. Heute ist ein wichtiger Tag. Ich kann endlich schlafen.
This is something I would say because I don't get too many of these very exciting days in my week and I have to make them happen. Today is an important day. I can finally sleep. Heute ist ein wichtiger Tag. Ich kann endlich schlafen.
Mia ist Amerikanerin.
Mia is American. Mia ist Amerikanerin. Ich bin Amerikanerin. Or at least I have been for the last few years.
Heute ist ein wichtiger Tag, mein Opa hat Geburtstag. Heute ist ein wichtiger Tag. Mein Opa hat Geburtstag.
Okay, so here's the literal translation. Today is an important day. My grandpa has a birthday, but the way they're going to translate it and phrasing wise, I guess it makes sense. Today is my grandpa's birthday. It is my grandpa's birthday. Ja, it's my grandpa's birthday. Heute ist ein wichtiger Tag. Mein Opa hat Geburtstag.
Der Lehrer ist nur 19 Jahre alt.
Shocking. Apparently being 19 is an important, shocking age statement. The teacher is only 19 years old. Der Lehrer ist nur 19 Jahre alt. I'd be more concerned if the doctor, or Arzt, was 19 years old, unless you have a Doogie Howser on hand. I can't remember how to say smoke. Darn it. Ruhig is quiet. Alright, I'm gonna take a hit on this one because I can't remember how to say. I know it's. Maybe if I remember the phrase, smoking is forbidden. I just know it's verboten. I can't remember it. Rauchen. Oh. Huh. Hey, Gravini. Is Git. How are you doing? I'm apparently failing at remembering how to say smoke. How to smoke. My gosh, really? I think that's telephone. On or in? Aus, out. Nine. Am Telefon. Okay. I didn't even suggest that option. Although I'm wondering why, because the apartment, die Wohnung, is usually feminine, die Wohnung. Now we're changing it to masculine there. So you can't smoke in the apartment anymore. Du kannst nicht mehr. You can't any longer in the apartment smoke. Rauchen. You're very loud on the phone. Du bist sehr laut am Telefon. Alright, we got our daily goal. And that was the hard practice. Ooh, we got 213 days on our streak. Let's keep it going. So let's finish this off with the stories for today. I'm trying to remember how far we got, and I know I didn't get to this set because I just unlocked it for you guys. Glad to hear you're doing all right, Gravini. What are you doing recently? GeoGuessr. That's always a good call. So let's do these ones, and then I'll go through the other ones next time.
Ein wichtiges Spiel.
An important game. Ein wichtiges Spiel.
Bea kommt zu ihrem Freund Jonas.
Bea comes to her friend Jonas. To her friend's house. Bea kommt zu ihrem Freund Jonas.
Lass uns gehen, Jonas. Ich will nicht zu spät kommen.
Tiny Tina's. Oh, that sounds fun. Let's go, Jonas. Lass uns gehen, Jonas. I don't want to arrive or come too late. Ich will nicht zu spät kommen.
Es ist so ein wichtiges Fußballspiel.
It is such an important football game. Es ist so ein wichtiges Fußballspiel.
Und wir haben Eintrittskarten.
And we have entry tickets. So we have just tickets. Und wir haben Eintrittskarten.
Bea, ich kann leider nicht zu dem Spiel gehen.
Oh no. I can unfortunately not go to the game. Ich kann leider nicht zu dem Spiel gehen.
Was? Warum?
Shocker. Why? Why not? Why? Was? Warum?
Ich muss lernen.
I have to study. Ich muss lernen.
Ich habe morgen eine wichtige Prüfung.
Tomorrow I have an important test, exam. Ich habe morgen eine wichtige Prüfung.
Ich muss die Prüfung bestehen oder ich kann nicht Medizin studieren.
I have to pass the exam. Ich muss die Prüfung bestehen. Or I can't study medicine. Oder ich kann nicht Medizin studieren. I think here would be the MCATs to get into medical school.
Es tut mir leid.
I'm sorry. Es tut mir leid.
Bea zieht ihre Jacke aus.
Bea takes her jacket off. Bea zieht ihre Jacke aus.
Okay, hast du genug Kaffee?
Okay. Do you have enough coffee? Hast du genug Kaffee?
Warum?
Why? Warum?
Damit wir nicht einschlafen.
So that we don't fall asleep. Damit wir nicht einschlafen.
Wir müssen die ganze Nacht lernen.
Wow. We have to study the whole night. Wir müssen die ganze Nacht lernen.
Aber
Aber
Du hilfst mir so oft, Jonas.
you help me so often, Jonas. Du hilfst mir so oft.
Und jetzt möchte ich dir helfen.
And now I would like to help you. Jetzt möchte ich dir helfen.
Aber das Spiel.
But the game. Aber das Spiel.
Das Spiel ist wichtig, aber du bist wichtiger.
Oh, so exciting. The game is important. Das Spiel ist wichtig. You are more important. Aber du bist wichtiger. That is so sweet. So süß.
Du bestehst diese Prüfung und bald studierst du Medizin.
You will pass this exam. Du bestehst diese Prüfung. And soon you will study. Soon you'll be studying medicine. Und bald studierst du Medicine.
Und in ein paar Jahren bist du Arzt.
And in a pair of years, or in a few years, couple of years, you will be a doctor. Und in ein paar Jahren bist du Arzt.
Und dann kaufst du für uns Eintrittskarten für alle wichtigen Fußballspiele. Okay?
And then you will buy tickets for us for all the important football games, okay? Und dann kaufst du für uns Eintrittskarten für alle wichtigen Fußballspiele.
Natürlich, Bea.
Of course, Bea. Natürlich.
Also, wo ist der Kaffee?
And don't forget her first question. Where's the coffee? Wo ist der Kaffee? And nice to see that also in German is the same as in English. Or the origins. So, where's the coffee? More important, wichtiger, wichtiger. So we're getting the superlatives now. Doctor is Arzt. Help is helfen. The whole night, die ganze Nacht. Pass, verstehen. Alright, and let's see where that puts me. Where was I when we started? At level 9, so that puts me at level 7. I mean, not too bad. I think this whole group this week has not been... Thank you, yeah, Diamond League took me a lot of work to get here, and I'm trying to make sure I stay here. But I've never been close to the top till recently, and I think it's because all the people that are like super into getting their practices in. In fact, I've had some people who come in who are like, oh yeah, I'm doing this for like 10 hours a day. I don't have 10 hours a day, which is why I just do the easy, like the 5-minute lessons, but it's evolved into I do the lesson, I do the practices, I do the stories. You know, maybe it'll take me like 40 minutes to get through it because I get distracted. On stream it takes me even longer because I talk too much. But these people, I mean, the point difference so far for this week isn't terribly large. I mean, well, one that's on first place, she's knocking it out, but I usually go by third place, you know, 586 from 460 is not too far. So I think the people who have been playing the last few weeks, they're not as hardcore as the previous weeks of people. So it makes it easier to stay, you know, in the middle of the pack, which is more than enough for me. So thank you. That concludes today's Duolingo lesson for the week. And now I can actually try what I wanted to try a few weeks ago, but my unfortunate Twitch studios would not cooperate. But I switched to OBS, so now this should work. I tested it, so let's see if it works. Now let's see if it captures. Crossing fingers. Yes, it captured. Sort of captures. Or it captures as much as I can tell. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing okay. OBS now makes me feel safe that things will work. They will work fast. And I don't have to worry about them not cooperating for the most part. All right. Oh, and let me actually change the type to just chatting, because there's no real category for this. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna wing it and see if we can do it. I don't think it's educational. Movie wise, nah, we'll leave it at that. Okay. So since I'm a member and investor in Legion M, we have this really cool app called Film Scout. And every time Sundance Film Festival comes around, anybody who is part of the Legion, even if you're not part of the Legion, but it helps if you are, they can download this app called Film Scout, and you can rate the movies that you see at Sundance if you're there, or if you don't go. Like the last few years we haven't been able to go, but I think you had like the online passes so you could watch the movies online. You could rate the movies based on the blurbs and the summaries that you get to choose the movie. And depending on what you pick, you're either going to pick a movie or you're going to have like a head-to-head competition. The movie is either going to be something you want to see or it's something you think other people are going to want to see. And basically it goes head to head until you make all the picks. And I think 40 was like the max number of matchups or the minimum amount of matchups for you to qualify. I did the Sundance pick. I don't remember if I picked that one. I forgot which one I picked. I think for Sundance I picked Coda. And surprise, surprise, of course it's the one that won the Oscar. But it's just the kind of movie I would like to see, and I can't wait to see it when I finally get a chance. So depending on what we pick, you know, there's like the obvious ones, like the ones people want to see and the ones that they think everybody's going to want to see. But there's also like the hidden gems, the movies you want to see, but you don't think other people are necessarily going to want to see them. And then the ones to stay away from that nobody wants to see and you don't think other people want to see. And depending on these metrics, my entertainment company decides whether or not to possibly purchase a movie from Sundance. And we've purchased 2. The last one we purchased was called Save Yourselves, and it's kind of cute. It's about a couple who is addicted to technology. They go on a tech ban weekend and they leave their phones and all their communications behind. And at that point is when aliens invade, and they don't know because they've been away and haven't looked at the news, haven't watched anything. So they're not necessarily up to speed on all the chaos that's happening. And then the year before that was just the first one we purchased. It was a documentary on the making or the evolution of the creation of the first Alien movie. And I loved it because I'm a fan of documentaries. And it was just shocking that people would pick a documentary of all things. But it was a very, very interesting one. Hold on, move this out of the way. So I did the Sundance picks already. Loving Vincent, is that the one with the guy who makes the robot? And it's like a bizarre one. And it's kind of like a bratty robot. Yeah, I think that one would be in what you'd call probably a hidden gem type of category. Oh, it's a few years old. Okay. Yeah, the only ones I have mostly in my brain are the ones that we just that we just ranked for Sundance. So we're doing it again for the South by Southwest. Unfortunately, last weekend was the last weekend to do it for ranking. So I didn't get in for ranking because I was unfortunately too busy. But I wanted to go through the motion of picking the movies and going through the process with you guys so you can see how the app works. But before that, it looks like our battle is going to be up. So let me put that on and then we'll run another battle. Oh, that actually does seem interesting. And now that you mentioned that it's about Vincent van Gogh, I think I did hear about it when it came out and it would interest me. So thank you for reminding me of that one. I'll keep an eye on it. All right, check this battle. Okay, we got a decent amount of people on here. I've been talking a lot and I'm getting a sore throat again. I still have more to talk, so I will shush for a bit and take my cough lozenge. All right. I am going to opt to curse these guys to help the people over here because they're in a high concentration, and I think the curse works for like the units that are like within 4. I think that will help these people. Curse them, and hopefully that gives us the edge. All right, let's go. Well, it didn't bring down as many as I had hoped, but we still were able to succeed and beat them. So I will take that as a win. If you have been watching and you want your choice of one of the chests, you can redeem that option in the channel points redeem. All right, so if you want either the bomber scrolls or the monies, and you've been playing in your own chat, let me know. Go get rid of the sticky paper and I'll be back. All right, let's do the rewards. So congratulations, Zeri YT. You get the Bomber Scroll and Foxy Online, like the name, in the UK. Get some 50 gold crowns. All right, get crowns for me. And more monk scrolls, yay. Oh, good. And collect some of these. I can set battle plans. That's not a problem. Hello, Savvy. Good morning. How are you doing, sir? Are you all DBD'd out from yesterday? I don't think I have my Templar available yet. Yeah, that was a long stream, and the day before, or I think it was Kiki and Corvin or Kiki and Frodo. But because I think it's Friday night, I guess you guys were like, okay, let's go crazy and super stream. I'm doing okay. I'm just recovering from the paddling because that takes a lot of energy. Did some Minecraft this afternoon with Salor. That was fun. I hope you're not Baron, but hello, welcome back. You'll be happy to know no more Turkish. That will not be uttered here. Okay, let's see. Since I have peoples playing, I'm going to pick the super fancy gold chest. The Grave of the Blobbers. Oh my god, these are freaky. They look like blobfish. I think that's what they are. Alright. So we got some cell swords again. They're armored. So I can use my skeleton guy. And then we got some assassins too. Funny that it's called Grave of the Blobbers, but there's no blobbies that I can see. So I'm gonna put this dude back. Because he does a lot of damage. And set it up over here. That should be enough for everybody. Dude, why are you so far away? Like, the enemy is over here. But thanks for putting a unit down. Alright. And since I got more of these onigiri, I can open up some more chests and see if we get anything fancy. Did I get a skin? Oh, I hope I got a skin because I like this. What is it? The spy doll? Spy fembot? Alright, let's see what I got. I think she might be an assassin doll. Nope. The cyber doll musketeer. Oh my goodness. Okay. You are going to be my new favorite skin because you are freaking adorable and deadly looking. Okay, and I can upgrade. I can upgrade units, but I haven't been able to upgrade my spells for a bit, so I will do that. See which one needs the help. Stronghold I've been using, so I'm going to upgrade you. Yes. Okay, so that's the only one I could upgrade from there. Now we can do our other units. Upgrade our monk. He's super speedy. We like him fast. Well, not too fast. My gold unicorn war beast. Yes, I need to use them again because they're so freaking cute. And my Artemis Archer. She's such a fierce gal. We might get a chance to use our Archer again. Yeah, so next time I will try and do the Archer so we can kill some melee units on the next battle. Oh, I got more things to collect. Okay, as a captain, you actually go through these rewards really fast. It's unbelievable. Because you guys help me win so much, thank you. Okay, do one last chest. There we go. Now we're even. Oh, and I can update my Shadow Warrior. My mean looking skeleton. He's my muscle. Alright, we can leave it at that. And we can go back to Ravini if you're still here. The Film Scout app, so I can show you how it works. So like I was saying, last weekend was the last weekend to do this, so I'm not doing it for points or ranking. I just want to do it so we can see if we can check out the movies just from the blurbs that they give. And while it seems difficult to be able to pick this, this is what we all do. If we've never seen a movie, we just read the blurb to try and get an idea of what type of film it is, to just get, you know, a feeling for it. And we make these decisions all the time. So let's see what they offer for these South by Southwest picks. I'm not sure if it'll be the same picks as Sundance or new ones. So hopefully there'll be new ones. So since I was not there and I didn't buy a pass to view any of them, I will not be scouting any of the films I've seen. Hold on, let me down so you guys can see it better. Here. Come out of the way now. Okay. So I won't be reviewing film because I haven't seen them. So let's just scout the new films that they're offering. Welcome, Scout. Thank you for helping Legion M scout films. Here's how it works. We're going to show you information about 2 movies playing in the festival. Your job is to tell us what you think. There's no right or wrong answer. Your opinion is just as valid as anyone else's. Okay, I don't need to see this again. So, got it. Oh, this is gonna be a little tough to see for you guys. It's a little tough to see for me. And I can't click the language either. Okay, that is slightly better. Without prescription, this is a submission from Puerto Rico. Olivia suffers from OCD, a mental condition that manifests itself through a voice in her head that compels her to brush her teeth constantly. During Christmas Eve festivities in Barranquilla, Puerto Rico, the voice comes back after being dormant for a year. Not having healthcare, she desperately searches for the pills that will control her OCD without a prescription. So her friend Jessica, who she met years ago in a mental institution, or through her friend, she meets David, the town's pharmacist's son, who agrees to sell her the pills. Trapped inside David's apartment by a rainstorm, two strangers start uncovering truths about each other and start a healing process. It doesn't necessarily involve pills. So that's an interesting take. Makes me think a little of Train Spotting, you know, kind of detoxing and weaning yourself off of, you know, an unpleasant situation. Let's see if we can watch the trailer. Hopefully I don't get muted, but let's see what pops up.
¿Qué pasó?
¿Cómo que qué pasó? ¿Que me debe algo? Por favor. ¿No tienes una bolsa de basura?
¿Quieres café?
No, yo me tengo que ir.
No te voy a tirar.
¿Qué?
Ya lo menos que me interesa ahora mismo es tirarte.
Diablo. Lo menos. Tampoco tenías que decirlo así.
Diantre, no puedo decir nada ahora.
Te quedó súper innecesario y no hacía falta.
Todo lo que digo está mal.
Nos salvamos ahora con el más bueno que está.
Dime si quieres café o no para saber cuánto hago.
Si vas a hacérmelo todo.
Alright, so that seemed to go a little difficult to get the this one.
¿Cómo está?
Bien, ¿y usted?
El niño, ¿cómo está el niño?
Ah, ahí está, tranquilito.
Right. This one's not. I know it's a little bit difficult. It's kind of tough because it goes to the browser on BlueStacks, so it may not be the best way to watch it, unfortunately. Yeah, and I can't grab it. Put it on a different viewer. We shall see. So I think that the name in Spanish, if I saw, was receta no incluida. So it does literally translate without prescription, or like prescription not included. It doesn't pique my interest terribly, so I am going to mark this with a 2. It is interesting, but not interesting enough for me, so I'm going to mark this with a 2. This might be a little bit more exciting than the other movie. Bitch ass. The year is 1980. Young Cecil is bullied by kids in the 6th Street gang for being fat, shy, and always playing board games. They all pick on him and call him bitch ass because kids are cruel. On a gang initiation night, they decide to jump Cecil and leave him for dead. Fast forward to 1999. No one has seen or heard from bitch ass since he has, and he has become an urban legend. Now, a new crop of 6th Street recruits are gearing up for another initiation night. They get sent to rob bitch ass's house. Little do they know that he's been plotting his revenge and building deadly versions of the childhood games they bullied him for playing. Now the gang has to play for their lives. Let the games begin. Now this one is much more interesting. I think much more appropriate in subject matter for the times. It reminds me of the last one that they showed in Sundance called Piggy, it was a Spanish submission. So this one to me sounds a bit more sinister, kind of rings of Saw in the Deadly Games, or what's the other one that came out with a blind guy, like don't breathe or something, because he can hear you breathing. So I'm gonna say I like this one out of 3 out of 5 for interest. Certainly more than the other one. I don't think you guys can see it, so I will minimize it so you can see the scores. Okay, there you can see that. So let's go next on this one. And now after we've seen the blurbs, the descriptions for each movie, and we've ranked how much we like them, now comes a choice of, for the main mass, which one do you think people want to see? So decision time. Next comes the hard part. You've got 2 decisions to make. If you had to choose, which movie would you prefer to see? And 2, which movie do you predict others will rate higher? While there is no right, wrong answer to the first question, the second one will be graded after the festival is complete. We're doing this after the festival, so we're not doing it for ranking. And they'll post a leaderboard that allows you to see how predictions stacked up against all the other scouts. score high enough, and you might just get invited in to join our Elite Scout program. I did not make Elite Scout. I think I stayed at a solid Silver Scout after a couple years of doing this. But there are some people who, I think this is the 3rd year or 4th year that they've done it, and they've been like in the top ranking each time. Those are the people that probably get offered jobs by the company to definitely guide them and steer them in the route where we should go as far as the kind of movies that we should pick, the kind of movies we think our people would like to see. Alright, so here's the decision between the movies that I would rather watch based on the preferences, and they give it, oh, you can't see it because the Stream Raiders thing is there, but let me block it briefly. There we go. I'll put it back, but I just want you to see while you're doing this on your phone, it will show you where your ranking was to refresh you of the choices you had for the first movie versus the second movie, so that you can see whether or not you liked it. And I mean, you don't have to go by that. If asked to choose, you may change, but usually I go by that, so I want to see that one more. And then the choice after that is, which movie do you predict others will rate higher? Sometimes it coincides, sometimes it doesn't. When I was doing this for Sundance, there were very topical movies I thought people would want to see, but they didn't interest me. So even if I didn't want to see them, I kind of knew that based on what movies were coming out and what critics were praising, those were the ones that people want to see. So let's pick this. In this case, I think probably both the movie I want to see and what the other people want to see, I'm going to rate that one. So now I get to post my final answer. Okay, one last thing. There are many different movies playing at this festival. Rate of them as many or as few of them as you please. Matchups are randomly generated, which is why we had a movie about OCD and pills versus bullying and revenge. So as long as everybody does a few, we'll have plenty of data. So it's enough to do the metrics. But you must complete at least 40 matchups to qualify for Elite Scout program, which I said before, we're not doing this for the Elite Scout program. This is just an exercise. And then next year, when we do Sundance. Good morning, Odin. I'm sorry that you're working on a Sunday, but welcome. We're talking about movies in case you have any suggestions. So for next year, I will try and do the Sundance scouting in time when I'm trying to actually get my ranking in. And then if they do South by Southwest again, I'll do the ranking for that. And of course, after each little matchup, it'll give you the cute little intro that they've done. Round 1, you have completed one of 32 matchups. not a movie, but you've watched your Netflix series, so it's kind of cute that they do like little intermission commercials after each matchup, and some of them have to do with, you know, like kind of inspiring you to keep moving forward. So I think they're cute. Plus I like, you know, Back to the Future. And at the bottom, I'm covering it, but it's also encouraging you to keep going. It says, "I got this." Yeah, but of course my stupid heart face is over it. There you go. I got this. You got this if you're gonna do it. Let me leave it up a little. It's all right. I will also be narrating some of this, Odin. So if you can't see it, I will be giving some of the highlights on this. All right, so we did our first matchup. Let's go to the next one. Watcher, submission from the United Arab Emirates and US. The Watcher is set in the midst of a citywide panic over an active serial killer. A young woman moves into a new apartment with her fiancé and is tormented by the feeling that she is being stalked by an unseen Watcher in an adjacent building. To me, this sounds like the failed Sliver, but not quite. How interested, and it's apparently in the category of midnighters, midnight movies. Oh, and of course my face is covering that again. I just can't find a good place for the camera. I'll keep it lower. There. I don't know how interested I am in this, so I'm gonna give it a 1. Yeah, and I'm doing this through BlueStacks, so I have it maximized just so you can read, because it's super tiny even for me, and just so I can read it I have to maximize it. But hopefully my description of what you can't see is enough, even if you can't see what's on film. Okay, More Than Robots follows 4 teams of teenagers from around the world as they prepare for the 2020 FIRST Robotics competition. Get to know teams from Los Angeles, Mexico City, and Chiba, Japan, as they work towards the goal of taking their unique designs all the way to the highly competitive global championships. Although they are faced with overcoming challenges along the way, such as having limited resources within their community or putting everything on hold because of a worldwide pandemic, the kids persevere and learn that there is a lot more to the competition than just robots. Okay, so it's under the category of documentary spotlight. This sounds interesting to me. I don't know necessarily how interested other people would be, but this to me sounds interesting, and probably a bit more interesting than the Stalker Watcher movie from before. So I'm going to mark it as a 2 versus the previous one I marked a 1. And now comes decision time. Which one would I rather watch? I would probably rather watch a robotics documentary over a Stalker Watcher movie. Hard choice. Which do you think the public would rather watch? Do people want to watch a documentary? Not a lot of people do. Would they be more interested in international serial killer and woman being paranoid that she's being stalked? Personally, like I said, I would rather watch the robotics documentary, but I think in this case, the public would probably watch The Watcher. So that's the one I'm gonna pick. Alright, round 1, we've completed 2 of 32 matchups. Oh, and they give cute little facts about Austin. Austin fact number 1. Austin has the largest urban bat population in North America. That is scary. In fact, 1.5 billion bats live under the Congress Avenue Bridge alone. Well, 1.5 billion in one, except this bat lives in Gotham, not Austin. Just saying. This cowboy rides at night. All right. Go to the next matchup. Before we do, looks like our battle is ready. So let's switch over to that before we go to our next matchup. You'll be proud of me, Odin. Solar helped me, and I'm doing things on OBS. We've gotten a bit more sophisticated in this area. Oh, look, we have quite a few people. I was using the Twitch Studios, which is like the basic app they offered, but it was such a resource hog, it would just crash everything I had. Let's see, what can I curse? I mean, there's a conglomeration of people. I guess I can curse them. All right. Okay, hopefully that's enough, and we succeed. I think the odds are in our favor. Looks like the cursing worked. And the cell swords have been dispatched. Alright. If you're watching and you want one of those chests, let me know and redeem it from the channel point redeems. Oh, cool. So we have 3 choices, either the Flying Rogue, Barbarian, or Barbarian. Yes, OBS always works. It's just more complicated than I'm used to. And I didn't want to impose on Salur too much to guide me through it, so the rest I will just have to figure out myself. Like why there's no audio alerts working right now. A toast. Gonna put some butter on it, or Vegemite. Yes, cursing. I had to curse for the last movie matchup because it was an actual curse word. It does do less things, which is fine. I don't mind. I'm not fancy over here. I just need it to work, not crash and me have to like rage quit like Jigo because the rest of my stream isn't working. All right, let's grant the rewards. Congratulations, Simplicica, for your Flying Rogue, and for Barbarians, La Giazone and Decky Rail. Or Decky Rai. Yeah. Are you gonna actually put it on the pan and melt the cheese, then it would be a grilled cheese. And put butter on the outside. Not true. Chico does rage quit. He rage quit a couple days ago because he was kind of frustrated. Panini press. Okay. Sorry, you get fancy. I don't. I just put butter on a pan and toast it. Yeah, he did. He got through. I forgot what the it was the gold dude. Ragadon or something. And then the second phase, once he finally got the first phase, was the Elden Beast. And then apparently that was it. He wasn't having it, and no words, just no camera, and stream ending, no raid. Yeah. See, you were there. That was as much rage as we're gonna see from him. No, because he came back the next day, so he didn't give up on life. Although I thought he wasn't gonna stream the next day because he didn't stream till after I went to bed. Oh, look, I got more tomes. I can upgrade another spell. I know you do, Odin. I wish you wouldn't, because I like you in my life, so you shouldn't give up on yours. Alright. We're one battle away from a boss fight. Whoop. Me? Selfish? Really? Is that what you really think? Alright, what did I say I was gonna use? Okay, right, there's a blobby over here. The assassins. Alright, go make your toast with cheese in between. I just want to use my barbarian doll because I enjoy my new skin. So I will put it down. Didn't I just... Oh, Stronghold is the one I upgraded. And I used High Ground last time I used my Musketeer. So I will upgrade this one too. It's a buff, not a boon. And we can upgrade our gnome Flagbearer because we got Flagbearer scrolls. Yes, we will. Haven't killed any Cyberdoll snipers. I still don't know how to kill those. Alright, next film matchup. Under the Influence. When Casey They first sat down to interview YouTube sensation David Dobrik. Neither of them knew they were about to capture one of the most precipitous rise and falls in the history of the internet. In real time, David, protected by the belief that he's just a kid with a camera, has constantly assumed risks. Even as the story of a sexual assault breaks, he's busy covering up a near lethal accident caught on film, intended to be entertainment. In the real world, these kind of actions have life-changing consequences, but in the gold rush ecosystem of social media influence, the audience decides who succeeds and who gets banished forever. And it's under the documentary spotlight category. It is not something that appeals to me, but it's probably going to be, compared to the other movie, a very topical film in the social media rise and fall of people. Oh, I didn't know. The Lost City, which I have seen the trailers for this. So at least this one I'm familiar with. Brilliant but reclusive author Loretta Sage, Sandra Bullock, has spent her career writing about exotic places in romance adventure novels featuring cover model Alan Channing Tatum, who has dedicated his life to embodying the hero character Dash. While on her book tour with Alan, Loretta is kidnapped by an eccentric billionaire, Daniel Radcliffe, who hopes that she can lead him to the Lost City's treasure from her story, wanting to prove that he can be a hero in real life and not just in her books. Alan sets off to rescue her. Thrust into an epic jungle adventure, the unlikely pair will need to work together to survive the elements and find the ancient treasure where it's lost forever. And this is under the category of headliners. We can try and watch the trailer for this, but you've probably seen it. And as we experienced, the trailer doesn't really play well on the BlueStacks app. Plus, I'm probably gonna get dinged if I play that trailer because it's famous enough that people might know it. Let me try and find a trailer for Lost City on a different app. Hello, fish. Good morning, or is it good afternoon for you? I think it's good morning. Here we go. Gotta pet my fish. Aw, fishy. Let me actually look for the trailer separately. I've been in San Francisco. Where have you been, sir? Alright, let's watch the trailer for Lost City. Which... Asleep in the Titanic. So if I didn't say it... Hello, Frodo! Good morning, sir. You have been streaming really late and you're up so early and you did another stream. Goodness, you're a busy man. Let's see. Oh, so if I didn't say it, for the Lost City, it sounds, and I think someone might have mentioned it, it's very familiar to the Romancing the Stone movies with Kathleen Turner and Michael Douglas, which I thoroughly enjoyed. The whole "I don't like you, get away from me, but in fact I actually fall in love with you" kind of dynamic. Classic. Alright, let's see if we can watch the trailer for this one. All right, so that was a funny trailer. I forgot that Brad Pitt's in there. It's a very cute line. Why are you so handsome? Because my dad's a weatherman. Yeah, you got to be pretty to be on TV. So that's an interesting choice compared to the other social media documentary. So shocker, since I said I wasn't too interested in the other one. So for this one, I'm gonna give it a 2 as opposed to the 1 that I gave for the documentary. Salur is a sleep fish because he just went to bed a few hours ago, so won't be up for a while. So now decision. I will probably choose to watch The Lost City as opposed to Under the Influence, but if you take the temperature of what other people might want to see, I have a feeling they would like to see the Under the Influence documentary. So we're gonna pick that one. Now, of course, since it's South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, they gotta do the obligatory SNL Don't Mess with Texas meme. What happens if you mess with Texas? Complete the next matchup to find out. And then you can't see it because it's below. It says tap here to mess with Texas. So we're gonna mess with Texas. All right, next matchup. Clean submission from Australia. Trauma cleaners clean spaces that no one else will touch. Hoarder sites, meth labs, murder scenes, deaths, and suicides. They clean the homes of some of society's most vulnerable people. The neglected, the lonely, the addicted, and the mentally unwell. When illness forces her away from her beloved trauma cleaning, Sandra faces up to her traumatic past and begins a search for her birth mother. Meanwhile, the workers approach this difficult work with camaraderie and humor, bringing hope to their clients despite carrying trauma of their own. Clean shows us that life is more fragile than we might think, but there is hope and reassurance in human connection. And this is in the documentary feature category. It's interesting. I didn't know until I started watching procedurals that this type of activity actually existed. There is a job for people to go and clean up murder scenes. I knew about. The other ones, it's interesting. Yeah, once you get hoarders out of their places or they pass away, meth labs, yeah, someone's got to clean those, and those are definitely toxic areas to clean. Same for deaths and suicides. You know, somebody has to do it. Kind of falls in line with the murder scenes if they get messy. So it's definitely an interesting profession. And besides what you see on television, depictions of death cleaners, this is an interesting choice. So I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 for interest in seeing this movie. And this is up against Mickey, the Story of a Mouse. Mickey Mouse is one of the most enduring symbols in our history. Those 3 simple circles take on meaning for virtually everyone on the planet. so ubiquitous in our lives that he can seem invisible. Mickey is something we all share with unique memories and feelings. The mouse owes you $10. What does he owe you? Is it you need money back for a movie you went to see that you didn't like? Over the course of this nearly century-long history, Mickey functions like a mirror reflecting our personal and cultural values back at us. Mickey, the story of a mouse, explores Mickey's significance, getting to the core of what Mickey's cultural impact says about each of us, about our world. Protection money. Aww. Oh, 10% shares of Disney. There you go. Okay, so this is interesting that both of these movies get matched up in the same category. So documentary versus documentary. I live in the US and I have been to Disneyland a few times and been to Disney World. I don't know, I think I've seen enough Disney movies, and I saw the Disney I don't think it's time yet. What do you call it? There's this story about Walt Disney. I forgot what it was called. It doesn't appeal to me. So I'm going to give this a 1. And I know Disney people are going to hate me, and I love Lilo and Stitch, but not as appealing to me. Alright, so between the two movies, I would prefer to see Clean over Mickey. And this one's not going to be a hard choice. Either people's morbid curiosity is going to prompt them to watch a movie like Clean because it's a very dark subject matter, or if you super love Disney and everything about it, you might be more inclined to watch something wholesome. Oh, that's right. He's a single dad. Yeah, we don't know that. But in true Disney fashion, they always kill the moms. Like, they always do that at the beginning. They do it in Bambi. They do it in Finding Nemo, which was just shocking. Yes, as dreamers do. Thank you for that interjection. They have a history of like gutting you from the first few minutes of a movie. So of course you're gonna have a character who's a widower. Alright, so I'm actually gonna err on the side of people's morbid curiosity is going to win over their wholesome nature. So I think they're also gonna pick to watch Clean. And yet another don't mess with Texas meme. Sponsored by the Department of Transportation. Let's see. Texas trivia. What happens if you mess with Texas? Answer. You will incur a $10 to $1,000 fine. The classic slogan, "Don't mess with Texas," first originated as part of an anti-littering campaign by the Texas Department of Transportation in 1985. I did not know this. Well, fish has a wholesome nature, right? Doesn't he, Odin? Yeah. No, he didn't. He was making himself a grilled cheese of sorts. Tap here to pay the fine. Alright, we'll pay the fine and we will go on to the next matchup. Let me just check where we are because I don't think it's time for the battle quite yet. Oh yeah, and I needed to put the Stream Raiders We still got 10 minutes. We're good. That overlay had been hidden for a bit. All right, next matchup. I Love My Dad. Inspired by writer, director, star James Morrisoni's true life story. Excuse me, Morosini's true life experience. I Love My Dad follows Chuck Patton Oswalt. Yeah, that face looked familiar. An estranged father who desperately wants to reconnect with his depressive son, Franklin Morosoni. Blocked on social media and concerned for his son's life, Chuck impersonates a waitress. What? Claudia Sulewski online and starts checking in with Franklin. But things begin to spiral when Franklin falls for this imaginary girl and wants nothing more than to meet her in person, as Chuck has inadvertently catfished his own son. Okay, that's interesting. It starts to feel like the Jon Voight Angelina Jolie drama, but then it took a way different turn. Yeah. No, the week can't be over. It's just starting, Odin. Yeah, it's not my kind of movie. I mean, I will admit to this, I do watch the Catfish TV show on MTV. But this is just bizarre. So I'm going to say 1 out of 5 for interest in seeing this one. Master of Light. George Anthony Martin is a classical painter who spent 10 years in federal prison for dealing drugs. While incarcerated, he nurtured his craft and unique artistic ability. Apparently, dealing drugs is an art. Since his release, he is doing everything he can to defy society's unlevel playing field and tackle the white dominant art world. Oh, that's the art. He's a classical painter. Now he is on a journey back to his hometown of Kansas City, where he tries to heal the broken relationship with his mother, who is in and out of jail, and paint family members in the style of the Dutch old masters. Going back forces George to face his past in his quest to rewrite the script of his life and discover the contribution of African influences to the realist tradition. It's actually a documentary feature. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm not inspired by either of them, honestly. I think the catfishing, yes, I Love My Dad seems more interesting than a classical painter drug dealer who comes out of jail. As to which movie other people would see, I think catfishing is very topical, so I have a feeling they would also like to see I Love My Dad, and also because Patton Oswalt is in it, and he is a draw, or at least a well-known actor that might draw people to see the movie. Well, it's not Good Friday today, Odin, so any other day he can do whatever the heck he wants. You know, you're not wrong. I saw that, and they could. Also, given the whole Black Lives Matter movement, it might be a movie that speaks to the current news topic, the current social political topic. But while people say, "Oh, this is a great subject movie," what they actually do is they will promote that as a movie that they think other people should see, but in truth, they will go see something else. You know, like everybody fakes what they actually do. Yeah, I completed 5 of 32 matchups. I don't know. Sometimes I think about these things, and I have to be serious about it. I know you put the kappa on there, but my knee-jerk reaction is to actually answer the question in a serious comment. Oh, and if I haven't mentioned it, here's their description of who we are. We are Legion M. That's our catchphrase. Legion M is the first entertainment company built from day one to be owned by fans. We believe that a company owned by fans has competitive advantage in Hollywood and could potentially make us one of the most successful entertainment startups in history. It's the community of fans that make our company great, and we'd love for you to join us. Become a free member at join.legionm.com. Go ahead, we'll wait. So this is like the 30-second elevator pitch that anytime someone asks us, well, what's your company? What's Legion M? This is what we should say, but usually it tends to stem from a more personal experience. Like, fun fact, the Legion M logo with the M with the line over it in Roman numerals stands for 1 million. So the premise behind Legion M is that we hope to have 1 million investors in the company. And usually for the platforms that require you to have at least $100 to buy stock in a company, that's 1 million people investing $100. That's $100 million of power in Hollywood to get our movies made. That's a pretty powerful thing to think about. Weed cutter. Okay. I saw weed before I read the rest of it, and since we just read about a movie plot having to do with drug dealing, I was thinking a different kind of weed. If you can't listen to me, you can click on the closed caption option I have on my channel, and you can read that. All right, let's do the next one. I think after this, we'll do one more battle, and then we'll call it after that battle. And I guess Jigo is finally not gonna stream on the weekends. Is he done streaming for 30 how many days? I think he did over a month straight. Okay, fair enough, Odin. Oh, fish. You know, I get it. Representation is important. They're certainly doing it in like Bridgerton, and it's ideal. However, sometimes there is no place for representation when it just didn't happen naturally. So if it's something that could happen or possibly happen naturally, I get it. But if they're trying to force it, sometimes it's just seen as like, you know, they're trying too hard. So it has to be done in a more fluid way. All right, it's time for the battle. So let's run this battle. Hello, sir. You're back? You're still awake? Good God, it's 4:30 in the morning. Are you awake? Oh, poor toxic. Poor toxic Frodo. He's not toxic. Frodo's amazing. Be out here. All right. Let's do this, peoples. You and your evil cackle laugh. What am I going to do with you? Calm down, fish. I'm not ready to attack quite yet. I have to set the mood. All right, we got a good amount. No, Baron. I know you're excited, fish. Okay, we have... Now you chill, Baron. We're good. Okay, let me evaluate the ground before I start laying stuff down. All right, so we got 55 people. I think we're good. We did well with strongholds, so we're gonna do that one again this time because I like it. I like it a lot. Yes, thank you, Odin. That will work. Odin will eat fish any day. Here you go. I'm gonna give my favorite fish a pat. That'll calm you down. I think we're gonna win this one. Look at you, Frodo. You're like the star right now. Alright. Open the chest. If anybody wants either chest, either Berserker Scrolls or Berserker Scrolls, let me know and redeem it. No, he was not my opponent. He was also not playing today. I'm kind of sad not to see. You want those chests? I'll see how it is. Alright, let me do the random. And congratulations, Frodo and Gullrose, for getting your Berserker Scrolls. Alright, let's do... What time is it? Yeah. Let me pick the next battle. Oh, we got a boss battle. Alright. Let's do the boss. And since we're doing a boss, I will put my artillery down. That one is good for boss battles. It attacks the epic units. I'm gonna say here or closer to here. Let's do over here. All right. So actually, no, I don't want to do the boss. Thank you. But someone has to take him out. And if it has to be me, I hope it's me. All right. So since you're watching Frodo, defensive zone, you can land the defensive zone, but you cannot leave the defensive zone. So keep that in mind for when you put your units down. So I will let me steer people in this direction. I want you here and here. There we go. Oh, I should actually put this as going to be last battle. Yeah. Who do I want to do? Yeah, inquiring minds apparently want to know, huh? see what I can theme. Oh, great. Speaking of, I could have upgraded my artillery before laying it down. Might have had more power, more oomph in firing. Oh well, the next boss battle, it will be a level 2, because apparently it was only a level 1. Yikes. Alright, now so I just have to unlock a balloon buster. Hopefully I get those scrolls soon. Alright. Yeah, so we want more girth. A girthy artillery is a good artillery. Alright, next matchup. That's alright. I appreciate any help with the artillery. To Leslie. Leslie is a West Texas single mother struggling to provide for her son when she wins the lottery and a chance at a good life. But a few short years later, the money is gone and Leslie is on her own, living hard and fast at the bottom of a bottle as she runs from the world of heartbreak she left behind. With her charm running out and with nowhere to go, Leslie returns home. Unwelcome and unwanted by those she wronged, it's Sweeney, a lonely motel clerk, who takes a chance when no one else will. With his support, Leslie comes face to face with the consequences of her actions, a life of regret, second chance to make a good life for her and her son. So, Frodo and Odin and Fish, I don't know if you're familiar with the lottery curse that people have attached, at least in the US, to lottery winners. It seems that they tend to be unlucky and they're usually in the news for something bad happening to them. So it seems to follow that fallen lottery winner and, you know, maybe road to redemption. I'm going to give this a 1 out of 5 for interest because it doesn't necessarily pique my type of movie-going experience. Next matchup, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. It's a hilarious and big-hearted sci-fi action adventure about an exhausted Chinese-American woman, Michelle Yeoh, it's okay, Baron, this may not be your type of movie, and I get it. I have seen Fury. I have seen, I'm going to say, Kung Fu Hustle and the Shaolin Soccer, and it's within the vein of these movies where they're like super hyper real pretend, kick-ass Hong Kong style wire work. And I mean, who doesn't want to see Michelle kick butt? Because she does. She did it in oh gosh, what was the last one she was in? I'm blanking, but I just saw it and it was a good movie. I think I saw it on Disney Plus actually. Oh, it's the Shang-Chi. It was in the Shang-Chi movie. And ever since I saw her as a Bond girl, you know, she's had talent for this. Let me catch up on chat. So I recognize actually all the names on this. So in comparison to the previous offering, I'm gonna say yes. I know it's not what you would love, but definitely yes to this one. All right, so choice. To Leslie or Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm going to say that one for me. What would other people want to see? Either the To Leslie one, which is the, what was it, the lottery winner failing, or this one. I think they're going to want this. A little bit of freaky sci-fi. Oh, that's what it reminds me of. It feels like the Jet Li. Do you remember the movie where it's like every version of him is getting taken out by one version of him who wants to consolidate power? So it's like every single possible multiverse version of Michelle's character in this one, she can harness that power. So I'm kind of liking it for the similarity to that as well. So I'm going to choose to see it, and I think other people are going to want to see it, except Baron, but it's fine. This is one of the movies with Javier Bardem that I don't care for his haircut, sorry. Sometimes you scout great films, sometimes it's a coin toss. Heads or tails? What if it's a coin that's double-sided with the same one? It's a trick coin. Oh, look, Odin. Something about feeding people. We'll like this. We feed people. It spotlights renowned chef Jose Andres and his nonprofit World Central Kitchen incredible mission and evolution over 12 years from being a scrappy group of grassroots volunteers to becoming one of the most highly regarded humanitarian aid organizations in the disaster relief sector. All right. Documentary. It sounds interesting, but it just doesn't tickle my fancy enough. So I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5 for wanting to see it. X. Not to be confused with the Malcolm X movie. In 1979, a group of young filmmakers set out to make an adult film in rural Texas. But when the reclusive elderly host catch them in the act, the cast find themselves fighting for their lives. I heard about this one, Fredo. So I hadn't heard about the... No, wait. I heard about Lost City, which we reviewed earlier. And I heard about this one, too. This seems interesting and funny. Brittany Snow is in that one. Stephen Ura, I wonder if related to Michael Ura. Well, certainly more interesting than the documentary. Okay, so between the documentary on feeding people and making an R-rated, or excuse me, X-rated movie in Texas, it seems more interesting. And again, I'm gonna prey on people's prior interest, and they're probably gonna want to see this over the documentary. Star Wars is a space western, right? Yeah, kind of like Firefly. Oh, next matchup. Perfect. You had me at Kids in the Hall. So never before seen archival footage and interviews with celebrities, industry insiders, and the kids themselves. This two-part documentary delves into this cult-famous comedy troupe's post-punk origins in the mid-1980s and provides inside access to their tumultuous 40-year journey across 5 seasons of their renowned television series, a controversial feature film. I don't even remember if I ever saw the movie. Multiple sold-out tours. I saw them when they came to San Francisco, so I was definitely one of those sold-out tours. And their recently announced reboot for Prime Video. Oh my god, yes. I need more Kids in the Hall in my life. I remember watching them on HBO. I am highly interested in this. I will give this a 3 out of 5 for interest. Had a crush on Dave Foley for the longest. I watched News Radio because of him, and it was a good show, but mostly because of them. They were just so funny. Scott Thompson, amazing. Oh, and I can't remember the actor's name, but this guy was on Gilmore Girls, and he was a foil to one of the main characters. So they're just all around, they're great. All right, next matchup, Diamond Hands, The Legend of Wall Street Bets. It was the perfect storm, a global pandemic, an app aspiring, this one, to democratize trading, a group of Reddit users stuck at home with stimulus dollars to burn, and a video game company on its last legs. Diamond Hands is the incredible true story of how an army of retail traders rallied around GameStop to rock our financial system. This is the legend of I'm guessing that's a Reddit hashtag for, or the Reddit thing for Wall Street Bets. This is not in my wheelhouse of things to necessarily be interested in, but we'll discuss more. I do remember the news of this. I do remember what happened. So I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5 for interest to see this movie. So I already said, hands down, Kids in the Hall. I want to see this for myself. However, because I know the whole Robinhood, GameStop, stock investment rallying was such a big news headline, I think it's topical enough that people will want to see this over a underground Canadian comedy troupe from the 80s that only myself and a few other people probably remember. Although Frodo, I think you can back me up on being a fan of Kids in the Hall. So personally, I would see Kids in the Hall, but I think people want to see the Diamond Heads documentary. Oh, and since I was discussing at the beginning of this that depending on the metrics for this, it's a shame they didn't get shown in the Netherlands, but I'm glad you at least have them in the zeitgeist of the memory at the time. So based on the picks from the last time we did this, so what year was it? 2021, the Sundance Festival. We picked I'm Your Man as the movie from last year's Sundance to buy. So this is on our production slate for promotion when it comes out. Great moments in Legion M history. This year, Legion M launched Film Scouts Lex, a program where our elite scouts, those who score highest in this very app, help us choose films to shine a spotlight on. Thanks to our elite scouts, Legion M is proud to partner with Bleecker Street. This is the second Bleecker Street we partner with on their movies for the release of Dan Stevens' I'm Your Man. Dan Stevens, if you know him from Downton Abbey, and he also played the Beast in Beauty and the Beast, a live action one. Germany's official Academy Awards submission. So I'm excited to see this one. All right, next matchup. Sell By Date is a hybrid doc narrative following Tony-winning performer and comedian Sarah Jones. As a mixed-race Black woman in America, Sarah, alongside the multicultural character she's known for, explores her own personal relationship to one of the most relevant issues in our current cultural climate, the sex industry, and the surprisingly diverse range of people whose lives it touches. Through interviews and monologues, this film poses the question, how can we as a society have a healthy relationship with sex, power, and race, and our economy without exploitation or stigma? The goal is not to prescribe solutions, but to highlight the human faces and voices at the center of the subject. So interesting that it's not necessarily documentary. It's under the category of visions. Don't know quite how that works. It's an interesting topic. We joke about OF and people having it, but I'm sure it's worth talking about. Kind of feel like it runs lines along the lines of like the Real Sex documentary on HBO. Not particularly high on my want to see category, so I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5, but it is topical. Next movie, Crows Are White. For over 1,000 years, a secretive Buddhist sect has lived in an isolated monastery in Japan, performing acts of extreme physical endurance in their pursuit of enlightenment. A filmmaker struggling to reconcile his desires with his faith sets off to the strict monastery in search of answers. When he arrives, his presence is not welcomed, and the only monk who will speak with him is an outcast who prefers ice cream and Slayer to meditation. Together, they forge an unlikely friendship that leads them to higher truths and occasionally a little trouble. Shot over 5 years on 3 continents, Crows Are White is an exploration of truth, faith, and love from the top of a mountain to the bottom of a sundae. I actually am interested in seeing this one, so I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5. Extreme physical endurance reminds me of the ascetics in India who can sit on a bed of nails, and to some extent it's like these people, it feels like the Dalai Lama, who even though he is a very spiritual person is still kind of feels like down to earth and of the people. So even though he's like a reject monk, he likes to listen to metal and eat ice cream. You know, that he can relate to people, or I think the people that watch the documentary would relate to that. And he's a good maybe connection for the lay people who want to know about their sect or about their, Buddhist religion in general. All right, so over the sex industry documentary or the Buddhist monks, I would pick the Buddhist monks. Crows Are White. But I think probably the sex industry documentary might have more appeal, current interest winning out. So I think people want to see that over the Buddhist monks. All right, 9 out of 32 mashups. 100% of Texans agree scouting films build strong bones. Yes, it definitely does. Okay, I think we'll have time for one more mashup, and then we'll run a battle, and then we'll look for people to raid. You have suggestions. I just see one for friends that we can raid. Seriously Read submission from Australia. Raylene Red Delaney is a vivacious but at times misguided redhead who pours herself a cup of ambition and trades her 9-to-5 career in real estate for a life under the spotlight as a Dolly Parton impersonator. Add me a Dolly. At first, average and then fabulous, her tumultuous journey is full of fake hair, artificial boobs, and a romantic liaison with Kenny Rogers. Wow. The cost of success, however, is far greater than Red ever anticipated, and in order to find herself, she needs to lose herself in Dolly. The film features a catalog of classic Dolly Parton hits, as well as Elvis, Kenny Rogers, Neil Diamond, Kylie Minogue, and more. Okay. This seems interesting. You know, a life of Dolly. It's always good. If it was, you know, like a drag queen, Dolly Parton impersonator, I would be even more into it. So I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 in interest to want to see. The Cellar, submitted by Belgium and Ireland. About a week after the Woods family move into Shao's house, their daughter Ellie goes missing during a power cut. Ellie's mother, Kira, investigates and finds that the walls have strange symbols engraved into them. Oh, scary. After a number of terrifying supernatural experiences, she comes to the conclusion that the house took Ellie. She discovers that a physicist and occultist called John Featherstone, who is obsessed with finding the 11th dimension, built the house and engraved sinister equations on the 10 steps leading into the cellar. Oh my. Finally, Kira must battle with the universe's most ancient evil, or lose her family souls forever. Yeah, this is definitely in the midnight category. I am not a scary movie person, but this seems interesting, so I will give this a 3 out of 5 to see. You needed an au pair. Alright, between Seriously Red, the Dolly Parton impersonator. Alright, sir, have a wonderful night. Have good sleep, get some rest, and I will talk to you later. I will pick The Cellar for watching, and also I think people will gravitate to a scary movie. I have a history of midnight movies for Legion M, so I will pick that one. Perfect timing because the battle's ready to begin. Thanks for noticing me. Oh, further one. Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking of Athena, but if Further One is on, we can go there. And I will transition you perfectly into your next channel, right? Austin fact number 2. Since 1963, Austin has celebrated Eeyore's birthday on the last Saturday of April. Yes, the Winnie the Pooh Eeyore. It makes sense. As one of the world's sunniest cities, Austin's got to get its rain clouds from somewhere. Oh. Alright, so we'll leave this here till next Saturday. So we did 10 out of 32 matchups. Seems about right for what it can get through. Alright, let's switch over to our stream raiders and run our last battle. And I've seen you posting your people, Frodo. Okay, we have our boss. We can't curse because it's not gonna. Well, we have these people here. They're kind of centered. So I think if we curse them, we have a good chance of getting rid of them, then focusing everything on the boss. Who's armored? Yeah. Alright, let's try that tactic person here. And we'll run our last batter. Thank you everyone for playing along tonight. This was fun. Let's go. We're doing good. Good odds. I know that big boss beetle is coming. We got the boss. We got the boss. Gothic Bibliophile, you killed the boss. Thank you. It's a kaiju. Yay. Okay. If anybody wants to redeem one of the chests and you've been watching, please use the channel point redeems for the purple boss chest. All right, so we got choice of monk scrolls and the musketeer scrolls. So if any of you want one of those specifically, let me know. All right, let's grant the random. Oh, you need a centurion. Okay. Let's do the random. And Frodo, you still got a monk scroll. Farmer Brian, you also got a monk scroll, and Shimon Kian, you got a musketeer scroll. Oh, you're good. I need one more. I think I either need a archer to hit level 20 or my bomber to hit level 20 to get the next goal. Yes, we defeated the boss. Woohoo! Getting my Warby scrolls to upgrade. Variant scrolls as well. That was fun. And hopefully we added some enjoyment to the rest of your day. Gold Unicorn War Beast, yes, please let me upgrade you right now. Because we all need a very strong frickin' unicorn, don't we? Alright, so that's it for this boss fight. Let me see if Gwen is up and running. She's still going. 7 minutes. How much longer? Alright. In the meantime, if you are not subbed, here is the raid message, and if you are subbed, here is the sub raid message. Oh, is she just playing possum and she'll come out? Okay, we'll do that then. Alright, so that's the call for the subs if you have them. Alright. Let me get that ready then. T1, okay. So thank you everybody for coming by tonight. Thanks to It's Bud Lit for the follow. Thank you, Serpy, for your raid of people. Thank you so much, Baron. I know you already went to sleep, for your very, very generous 1,000-bit cheer. I appreciate you guys being here on my Saturday night, your Sunday morning or afternoon. I hope you like the new setup on OBS that Salor helped me put together. So now I really hope to cross my fingers to not have any more technical issues that might delay us from doing things like I was able to do my Film Scout ranking with you guys today. So thanks again for coming, and I will see you guys next Saturday. Bye.